Hello everybody, Brandcan Gaming here, back with the third installment of our Let's Play Minecraft. And in this episode, I will lay out the plans. I plan on making a railroad, and this railroad will take the cleric to here, because I have plans on transforming this zombie spawner into a grinder for rotten flesh, which I will trade with the cleric for emeralds. And so I have this room dug out. I just have to make the spawner, which I might do this episode, but it might get done next episode. It actually might get done this episode because the railroad I won't really show you guys a whole lot of. And there are a few things that I've done off camera that I feel like you guys should know. So obviously I have all the diamonds that I had, so I just made some tools in the enchantment table because those are very easy to get your hands on. So I crafted tools, enchanted them with level 1, just simple enchantments. And I made a nether portal because I have the obsidian to do so. And might as well show you guys what's happening inside the nether because I actually got rather lucky with nether spawn. If you go back this way, you will find a lot of mobs, but more importantly, you will find that there is another fortress right there, so I will have to eventually staircase down to access that nether fortress so I can get my hands on blaze rods and stuff like that. Everything else over here is kind of hard to traverse. And that's all I did off camera. Kind of just did all the grindy stuff because I don't really feel like you guys need to watch me craft diamond tools and watch me craft the enchanting table, but I did all that, got my tools, so now we are chopping trees and mining stone faster than ever before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft some rails and a minecart. And I think I'm going to do it up this way. Even though I wanted to make a base up here, I think a railroad through will also work because this will very easily take me across here. And I'll do something to get to my village. So I will see you guys shortly. Alright guys, so I actually haven't done anything yet, but I feel like what I am going to do is I'm going to make a cobblestone wall kind of here. I'm going to let the minecart go up and, through there, and it's going to come down, it's going to look cool. But I'm going to make a cobblestone wall, going to mix in some andesite, some gravel, that kind of design wall here to cover up the track, just to kind of give our world at least something, because currently I have absolutely nothing built, which is, I didn't do anything off camera that you guys would like to see. So, I just did you know, some of the caving and the tool creating off camera. But when I actually start building stuff, that'll be primarily on camera work so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I wanted to let you guys know that there will be a wall put up here just to give us something because currently there's nothing. I've done absolutely nothing here except for flatten it out a little bit. So it's time to build something. We're going to build a little bit of a wall here so we have some sort of decoration for our minecart trek. Alright, so I have no gravel. I'm going to have to go in one of these caves and mine a little bit of gravel. I know I actually have some in there. And I have access to andesite too, so I'll have to dig up that for building blocks. But so far I have something like this, which I think looks alright. But one thing I noticed is that it's completely flat and it's just flat into stone, so I'm actually gonna have to like rough it up a little bit into here. And completely honestly, I might do something like this along this whole mountain face. That actually might turn into something really cool. I'm gonna throw into some other block designs too. We'll definitely need to throw in some gravel, and I'll throw in some andesite stairs maybe. I'll do something. Um, this so far is only the one that has andesite behind it. All the others have cobblestone behind it. You really don't notice it unless you stare at it, but I like this. I think something like this with a little bit of moss stone, a little bit of andesite, just something just to give it some character. And I might do it on that wall too, just to give it something. So I'm gonna continue at this. Alright guys, so another little update. I expanded this a little bit so it's less abrupt. Added some gravel in a couple spots, not many. I think gravel is a little bit more standout, so I don't use it as much, but I want to show you guys kind of how you go at creating this. So I'm doing it in the cave here just to give it a little bit of that same feel too, so it kind of flows. And just want to show you guys how I can implement this because it takes just a tiny bit of practice to make it looking right. And you know, you really just play around with it and be patient, same with making like a rugged path or something. So really, you just want to pick out blocks. You don't really have to use a rhyme or reason. Sometimes I like doing, you know, moss stone towards the bottom to, I don't know, maybe moisture goes down or something. So like some moss towards the bottom and the top, and then maybe throw an andesite in the, or gravel in the depth block so it's really deep in there. And try not to get andesite and gravel next to each other, I noticed, that helps. And maybe just do this cluster, this whole cluster, and then fill this whole cluster with andesite, and you know, do something like that. And this already looks a lot better, and then maybe you do this cluster also with andesite. But maybe, I don't know how this looks. It looks, you know, you don't want to repeat that shape maybe, so you take that away, and yeah, throw in a moss stone there. Too much moss stone, you know, you see all that moss stone, you go back to a cobblestone, looks a little better, but it actually might look even better. You throw in a slab there and just do that, so then it flows a little bit better and it gives it even more depth. You can do it even with something like this to break up the gravel a little bit, do something like that. Now just to give it a little bit more depth, just little things. And here, this could definitely use a slab or two. You know, one right there maybe could help it. You know, just to give it a little bit of depth, a little bit of flow. That's all you really want to create. Maybe just throw in another one here. Throw it in over here instead, so there's not lined up. You know, just make it random and try not to make things too close to each other. And I think overall, this looks really good. So, you know, just kind of go at that if you're trying to do this at home on your own. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do something with the floor, something with the ceiling, and put in some minecart track and let everything kind of go. And I'll update you when I do all that. Alright guys, I think my morals are in the right spot. Hello Pigman. I have a name tag, some leads, and I'm pretty sure, not for sure, but I'm pretty sure once I name this thing. Oh, I need an anvil. Dang, I'm really dumb. I forgot how this game works or something. I never really use name tags. But let's make an anvil real fast. You need those, you need these. There you go. This anvil's gonna go here, and what do you think we name the pigman? We're gonna name it Mike. We're gonna name it Mike. That's it. Just Mike. And Mike the Pigman. I think you are gonna get named. And then I think I can use a lead on you now? No. What are the chances that I can get Mike in here? Oh, I might need a minecart. A minecart should work. I need to use minecarts anyways. So get him in a minecart. Minecarts are just this, right? Yeah. And we're gonna need some minecart tracks, which, if I'm not mistaken, I don't use minecarts a whole lot, but I'm pretty sure it's just sticks. And let's just guess how this works. I'm gonna guess it's that. Man, let me just look. Could be in here. Minecart. I probably passed it up. Minecart rail. Come on. It's not in here, right? That doesn't make sense. It's not in. Oh, it could be in here. Track. Nothing. Rail. I'll figure this out on my own. Alright guys, due to a quick Google search, it appears I got it backwards. That's how that works. We're gonna make another those. So now that we have rails, I need to relocate Mike. Who knows where Mike might have wandered. Oh, he's still up here. No, no way. Mike, you suck. So we're gonna lead Mike into here. And I think I'm just going to put him in there. I think that's going to be a good spot for Mike to reside. So we're going to just push him. Just going to get him in here. There you go. And we're going to break that rail. And then I think he looks good in there. Should we keep him in a minecart? He kind of looks funny sitting down, but I think he needs to be standing up. You got to use a pickaxe here, I think, right? Yeah, okay. So we're going to break these rails. And let's see here. So we're going to need to get glass, which I literally don't have any sand. So we're temporarily... Oh, iron bars will look better than glass anyways. Let me go get more iron. So let's just get the whole stack, whatever. So... No, that's a bar. There we go. Yeah, crafting recipes, I don't really know them as well as I should anymore, but... So we're gonna have to break the minecart. Holy hell. Oh, Mike escaped. Come back here, Mike. Sorry, Mike, but we have to. Have to get you into your home. It's better than the nether anyways. He should go up. He has plenty of speed to get in there, I think. Yeah, plenty of speed. So, yet again, we're gonna have to do that, but maybe we'll keep it for now. Can we break it through there? No, let's go from the side. Sorry, Mike. And we're just gonna do something like that. Now we have Mike behind bars, where I think he belongs. Not sure. When I get my rail back, it'll despawn. So, I think Mike looks good in there. And we now have a pet zombie pigman, but we can't see his name, so we're gonna have to break that block so we could actually get his name out. Can we see his name now? Nah, whatever, we don't need to see his name. Just know, guys, that that is Mike, our zombie pigman. And I think I'm just going to continue work on the rail system, you know. Alright, guys, as you can clearly tell, my zombie pigman is not here, but I can hear it. Like, subtitles are showing me that it is very clearly right there, but it's also very clearly not there. You know what? I'm going to try to relog, and we're just gonna see if it pops up, because I named it, and I wasted a lot of time on it. Okay. So the pigman just doesn't want to cooperate. It is actually there. I don't know why it wasn't showing up. Yeah, that scared me for a little bit. I thought Mike already somehow disappeared, but no, I thought I did everything right, and I did. Mike is back. When I checked in, I said that I would start on the road, finally. So I did, and I got the rails going, and I made a little something, and it's clearly not done yet, but I worked on this design kinda, just some pillars, little mini archways, a little bit sticking out every 8 blocks, and some depth created with the cobblestone, and I am going to take this cobblestone, and you know, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, because, whoops, not entirely sure what I'm going to do yet, because I could make it broken down looking like this, you know, like all these walls and stuff. Shut up, Mike. You know, make it look like all these walls where it's broken down a little bit and it's old looking, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that with this wall, because I kind of want this wall to look as if it's new, but I don't know, because it's clearly going through something that's old, so I don't know if I should keep it the same theme. It's subtle. I might just throw some cobblestone stairs in there to give it a little bit of depth in some spots. So what I did notice is that I am going to get the cleric, and the cleric house is right there, and it just so happens to line up absolutely perfectly with that road. So it's going to line up perfectly. So I'm going to keep it at this height, I think, because I think it will look good to have a this going through the village, and I think what I'm going to do is, while I go through the village, I'm going to open one of these up completely and make an even bigger arch, and then I'm going to have a pathway going through. Like, eventually, I want to completely transform this village into like a custom village, and I have a couple ideas, but really just revamp the houses up a little bit and make them look nicer, and redo the pathways, making those nicer as well. Stuff like that. Very interested in. Um, I like how I have like a tunnel going through here, but I have to make sure it stays lit up because I don't feel like having mobs spawn inside of my bridge. But I do kind of like this bridge style. I think it'll look really good if it continues all the way to that house at this level, because it's going to look really cool having a wall go through. And then, considering that looks like this, I very well might make this go around the village and make it my wall. And I think that would look really cool to have this going completely around the village. Having this kind of be like a border wall, so it'll keep the zombies out, and it'll look really good for when I transform it, to have a true barrier wall and to have one that looks like this. It's going to take a lot of stone, a lot of wood, but I already do have a lot, and, well, you just got to dig for more. So I think that is what I want to do with that. In other news, let's see, I still have my wheat on me. These cows might be able to be bred again. I hope they are. If so, yes, more steak. I really do need to get these cows bred up, and I need to stay on top of it, because I really do need to get more steak and more leather. Leather more than steak, because I really need to enchant level 30. Once this pickaxe runs out, I really want to replace with a level 30 pickaxe. I think next episode we are going to completely dedicate it to spawners, right? So, and a storage room. Storage room might get thrown in there too, because I really need a storage room. I don't have space for all my stuff anymore with 2 double chests, and I don't feel like making more, because, well, then it's just more stuff to move in the future. So off camera, there is a good chance that I'm just gonna finish this, because you guys are familiar with the design and there's no reason to watch me do all the grunt work, but I just have to continue it that way, dead straight. But eventually I would like to, wrap the whole, town in this wall, and I think that'll look really, really good. Keep it at this height, it'll be really tall, because if you go to the height of the village, I mean, that's way up there. It's a really tall wall. I don't know if I need it to be that tall, but I think it'll look good nonetheless. Might do a little bit of a varying height, because it is really tall, but we'll see when the time actually comes to complete that. And with that being said, I think that's about it for today's episode. So, as I said, and I will repeat myself, I do want to work on the spawners, because as I get level 30 and the stuff to do level 30 enchantments, it is really important for me to get level 30 easily. So we will be heading here to get the whole cleric rotten flesh trade started, and we will also be going over there and setting up my zombie spider grinder double XP extravagant super XP farm. I don't know. So, as it is, that wraps it up for this episode. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I think that's when this video is going to be uploaded. Going to be during the day. I hope you guys have the fantastic day. If you're watching this during the night, I hope you have a fantastic night. Hope you sleep well. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, peace out. Yeah.